Hi everyone, so today I'm going to be doing an unboxing haul as well as first sniff impressions on some wax melts that I ordered from a small business called TheCandleNurse. The owner's name is Emily Dominguez. She has her own YouTube channel. I'll leave the website. I believe she also has a Facebook group. I don't have Facebook, but I'll also leave that linked in the description if you want to check it out. So in their most recent launch or drop, I guess, there were a bunch of offerings, but the ones that I was interested in were the new fall fragrances as well as some discounted limited edition or limited pour clamshells. But essentially, I left work too late. And so by the time that I went to go check out, 3 of my fragrances just disappeared from my cart, and I was kind of rushing to place my order. So I believe that a lot of these fragrances are out of stock, but let me tell you the ones that just disappeared from my cart. But I was kind of happy because I'm like, oh wow, she's getting more and more popular. I need to like get out of work early and like make sure I have my order placed, have my info saved. But the ones that I was interested in that I don't believe are included here because I was a bit too late were Old Mother, Lady Orisa, if I'm pronouncing that correctly, and Stand and Be True. So all in all, it was pretty good. I think I got most of the ones on my list. To go over some logistics, my total was $50.83 shipped. I believe shipping was $12.43. So subtotal was like 38. So shipping is calculated based on the weight and stuff. And I believe that free shipping is on either 99 or 149. I've never like placed that big of an order, but that's like a little tidbit. So I got 4 of her fall offerings and 4 limited edition clamshells. So her ready to ship fall fragrances as well as her like Serenity bags, they're $7.20, and then the limited edition pours that I think sold out already are $2.40. Okay, here is her packaging. I really like it because I know Emily loves strawberries. I love strawberries as well. I have my Temu knife, so let's go ahead and get this box opened. Normally, my postman is kind of scared of my dog, or I don't know if it's like a hazard to deliver boxes when your pets are outside. So my mom was out there and she was able to like flag him down, and thankfully it was able to be delivered. Okay, cool. I really love it when like small businesses include a packing slip because then you can compare and you don't need to print it out. So it says, hope you are doing well, Emily. Ooh, thank you. I hope you're doing as well. Oh, I'm sure you are busy packing orders. So let's see here. I think this is, yeah, a sticker. Cool. So let me see. Boxes go on the bottom. So this is a sticker. Emily has a t-shirt, I believe, as well as some other shirts, merch, I believe that's what it would be called. And it has this logo here called Wax Addict. Super cool. You have boxes right here. And I think it goes along with the color of her wax because it's kind of like this blue color. So a really nice sticker. Oh, I love it. Veteran owned small business. And then all her info. And then let me see what the card says. Oh, wow. The ink is very, very light. It says, hi there. Thank you so much for your continued support of our small business. You grabbed some great blends. Warm wax 4 weeks after date on labels. And then Emily. The ink was a little bit light, so it was a little hard to read. So there we go. Alrighty, let me get into opening this package. Oh, the tissue paper is super pretty. So I like to reuse all the tissue paper, so I'm going to move that over. There's also crinkle cut paper. I think I'm going to reuse that as well. Let me just move that out the way. Okay, so we have candy. This is all for me. Well, maybe I'll ask my sister if she wants some Sour Patch Kids, but I'm super happy. Okay, cool. There are some sample ones. Face of His Father, October 4th. Ooh, Emily, is this like a new kind of label stamp? That's really cool. In her other samples, sample wax, it was like handwritten. So we have bergamot, grapefruit, petitgrain, orange blossom, love orange blossom, cedarwood, vetiver, musk. So I'm not too sure about the vetiver. I forget how petitgrain smells like. So let's go ahead and smell this. Here's how the back looks like. Okay, the first note, and I think the predominant note that I get is the grapefruit in here. It's not super bitter or anything like how some blends with yuzu. I feel like that could be a little bit too orange citrus heavy. So I do like that there's bergamot. I know that that's a little bit more of a perfumey citrus at times. I don't know if maybe that's the one that Emily's using. And I do get a floral in here, but I can't really detect that it's orange blossom, but it does smell like a green floral. Ooh, really like it. And I'm glad that I'm not overwhelmed by the cedar wood in here, because I know sometimes that could be a bit too woody. But I like it that it smells more of a somewhat salty wood note, if that makes sense. So anyways, that is the face of his father. All right, next one we have Ruby at the Crossroads. Oh yeah, so this is how her older samples are. So this one we have tobacco leaves. Ooh, love tobacco. Vanilla, spicy cacao, tonka beans, cherries, and alluring rose. Ooh, let's see how strong this rose fragrance is. Ooh, so this is very pretty. And I think that the main note that I get is definitely the cherry note. And I was thinking that the tobacco would be a little bit more smoother, but it's still very bright. But I feel like it just kind of mellows out the zestiness of some of the cherries. Like, I would say it's like a red cherry and not necessarily like, you know how Bath and Body Works has dark cherry, black cherry Merlot. So I don't think that that was used, but I do like the fact that there's something very perfumey about this. I'm assuming it's the rose, maybe the rose tobacco combo. I don't get like a spicy note. Like, so when I think spicy, I think of like chili powder. And that's definitely not what I get here. But I think that maybe that note is there, like how when you're baking and stuff, sometimes certain ingredients that you don't necessarily taste, like you put salt in a cake to just amplify the other notes. This one is Nita's Siren, pour date June 20th, 2024. Fragrance notes, white nectarine, touch of pineapple. Ooh, love pineapples. White flowers, green tea, pink coral, and musk. Ooh, I'm super excited about this one. Ooh, I really like this. It's perfect for like spring or whenever fruits are in season. I think I'm getting more of the flesh of the nectarine, and I feel like the pineapple isn't super bitter. Like, you know how some pineapple, you're eating it and it cuts your tongue? I feel like this one just has a hint of like a zest or like a tang to it, like it. And then the white flowers, I'm not familiar enough with like flower or floral notes to like pick apart what exactly is in here. But I like it that it's very light, airy, you know, keeping it cute. Ooh, overall, I really like it. And I feel like the base is that green tea that's just holding everything down. So super happy that I have this one. I don't think I've gotten this one before. And I think this would be perfect for like, let's say a kitchen, or I'm going to burn it. I'm going to warm everything in my room. So really happy that I got that one. Need a siren. Okay, next one. I believe that says Shanna's Sunrise. Fragrance notes, yuzu, ruby red grapefruit, sage and citrus, plus peach, magnolia, raspberry. Pour date June 28th, 2024. Ooh, okay, let's see. Sometimes when I read yuzu, I get a little bit nervous, but again, I had one of her other blends that has yuzu, and it was a very nice, like, clear out the air from my bedroom type of a scent. So the main notes that I'm picking up are definitely the yuzu and the grapefruit. I feel like those make perfect, like, odor eliminating scents. But there's something that's kind of cutting the bitterness of the citrus notes in here. I'm assuming it's the sage because there's something like herbal about it as well. I don't know if it was Tree of Life, but there was another one that I ended up enjoying that it was a surprise hit that made me think, man, maybe I do like yuzu. So yeah, that is Shanna's Sunrise. Okay, here are the discounted limited edition, I think limited batch clamshells. This one is Susanna's Song. Pour date October 8th, 2024, so it's not quite ready yet. And Emily does use a soy wax blend, 2.5 ounce clamshells. Here we go. So fragrance notes are burnt sugar, vanilla bean, cashmere cream, pink sugar, Palo Santo, fire roasted marshmallows, and roasted, roasted? I feel like that, oh, roasted pine cones. Okay, it got a little bit like overlapped with the pour date. So let's go ahead and smell this. Oh, I really like it that her clamshells are easy to open. Sometimes some clamshells are kind of hard. And since these were limited edition pours, there's no coloring. Normally her wax is this very serene blue color. Ooh, so I really like that there's burnt sugar and fire roasted marshmallows. I feel like I really detect that. This would definitely complement Marshmallow Fireside if you have that candle. And let's say like a single wick and it's not performing, this would go great to like blend together. And I like that there's Palo Santo in here because I feel like that makes it more earthy, less artificial, you know what I'm saying? Because some marshmallow fragrances can come across as artificial, but I feel like this reminds me of like roasting marshmallows around a fireplace. So next one we have is Always Whisper. Fragrance notes, watermelon lemonade, salty sea air, sun-washed linen, pour date October 7th, 2024. So with this one, I saw some people haul it from Emily's pre-order, and this seemed to be like either you really liked it or you really didn't, just because it was watermelon lemonade, which tends to be a bit artificial, mixed in with a linen, so a laundry fragrance. So I was down between getting this in the limited edition clamshell or the regular 6 Serenity shape bag. So let me go ahead and smell this. Ooh, so for me, I'm mainly picking up on that sun-drenched linen smell. I believe it reminds me a little bit of the Bath and Body Works candle, I think also by the same name, sun-drenched linen, or like clean cotton. I don't know, but it reminds me of like soapy clean laundry. I can't really detect the watermelon lemonade, but right now I'm just smelling this part. So I don't know. I see that some people they go like this and smell it. Ooh, let me do that. Maybe someone can educate me. Are you supposed to smell it from the bottom or from the top part of the clamshell? Let me smell. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm getting more of the watermelon lemonade at the bottom. That's so weird. I wonder if different fragrance oils settle in differently. So I was expecting more of the watermelon lemonade fragrance note. But I don't know if these are different because they're, well, obviously it hasn't been like 4 weeks since this has been poured. But if I had to say the distribution of watermelon lemonade and clean linen, I would say it's 60% or 60-70% linen and the rest watermelon lemonade. I do get an airy note, but I feel like that also plays along with the sun-drenched linen. So I feel like that's just amplifying it a bit more. I don't really get a ton of the saltiness of the salty air. Yeah, but overall, I really like this one. I think it's definitely a good, clean fragrance. I was expecting it to be a bit more artificial because of the watermelon, or with the addition of the watermelon lemonade, but overall, I am happy. So there we have Always Whisper. Next one we have is More Dread. This one, pour date October 10th, 2024. Fragrance notes, beach after dark house blend plus Palo Santo. Ooh, cool. So I wanted to try Emily's beach after dark house blend by itself, but I'm assuming with Palo Santo it'd be even better, right? So let's go ahead and smell this. Ooh, this is a good house blend. I really, really like it. I feel like the Palo Santo's at the bottom and the house blend's more at the top. Either side of this wax melt, so if you smell it from here, if you smell it from here, goodness all around. Super creamy. It still has that roasty, toasty sweetness or sweet smell. Ooh, really happy with this one. I think this is my favorite one so far. I thought it was going to be Always Whisper, but I don't know. This is just a good blend. I'd probably even get the Beach After Dark House Blend to mix in with some other fragrances if I just want to add some nice sophisticated scent to it. Ooh, yeah, really happy. All right, so this one, it says, may you have twice the number. Fragrance notes, cashmere cream, roasted pine cones, plus sugar cookie royale, pour date October 7th, 2024. Top part of the wax melt, I'm getting more of the sugar cookie royale and cashmere cream. I feel like the cashmere cream is a little bit stronger in this. And then at the bottom, I'm getting the roasted pine cones. Oh, I think this will be very nice, very creamy, perfect for winter. Or heck, every day, but I don't know why, but this makes me feel like getting on my cozy pajamas and just chilling in my bed watching TV, or drinking a cup of coffee or chocolate, because honestly, I don't really like coffee. Ooh, yeah, super happy with this one as well. I feel like that just jumped up to the top of my list to second favorite. Okay, I think next we have the bags. All right, so these are a part of her fall offerings. We have berry pie, fragrance notes, sweet wild berry jam, powdered donut, brown sugar, plus pie crust. Pour date September 20th, 2024. So right now it is, oh, it's already 4 weeks after, so I can go ahead and warm this if I would want to. Let me go ahead and smell it. When I read it, I was a bit hesitant because it reminded me a lot of the Bath and Body Works Salisbury Jam Donut, but I liked that there was an addition of brown sugar and a pie crust note. So this does remind me of Wildberry Jam Donut from Bath and Body Works. I think it's mainly that juicy, jammy wildberry fragrance. But I feel like the addition of the powdered donuts is just making this a little bit more bakery-like, because sometimes wild berry jam donut is a little bit too bright and it's a little bit too high, like high up in the top notes, I guess. And this one's a little bit more grounded in the base. Oh, yeah, and I like the addition of the pie crust. It's a little bit small. I think I would have added a bit more, but that's just personal preference. Yeah, ooh, I'm really digging the powdered donuts. I don't get a ton of the brown sugar, but I'm really enjoying the powdered donut scent in here. Next one we have is First Watch. Fragrance notes: cherry, raspberry, strawberry leaf, sugar, pumpkin pecan waffles type. Pour date September 22nd, 2024. So I thought it was really interesting to include pumpkin pecan waffles along with a lot of these berry fragrances. I haven't seen that ton before. So I'm super excited which note I'm going to get like more of. Would it be cherry, raspberry, strawberry, or like an even distribution of everything? Pumpkin pecan waffles can be pretty strong, so I'm excited to smell this. Ooh, so this reminds me of a cereal, like a good cereal that I had. Maybe Captain Crunch? I don't know. I haven't had that in years. But I really like that I detect all of the berry notes in here. I was a little bit worried that the strawberry leaf was going to be a bit too green. But no, I get like a good red berries mix. And I feel like the one that I pick up the most would probably be cherries, because I tend to gravitate towards cherry fragrances. The pumpkin pecan waffles, which I thought was going to be very overwhelming and like take over this fragrance, is nicely detectable, but not, it doesn't take center stage. I think it's toned down by that sugar note. Next one, we have Sugared Berry Twist. Fragrance notes: raspberry jelly, sugar crystals, fresh baked dough plus pretzel. Pour date September 28th, 2024. So this one is good to go. So immediately I had to add this to my cart because of that jelly note. I love jelly notes. And I also really enjoy like baked bread and pretzel notes. So let me go ahead and give this a sniff. I was expecting more of the jelly note. It's detectable, but I get more of the baked dough plus pretzel note. It reminds me a little bit of when you go to like Auntie Annie's. Not Wetzel's Pretzels, Auntie Annie's is superior. And they haven't put it in the oven yet. So it's like the unflavored dough base. But this one, obviously, since Emily added raspberry jelly, I do detect that. So the one I'm the most excited for is Waffles After Dark. Fragrance notes: beach after dark house blend plus pumpkin pecan waffles type plus Palo Santo. Pour date September 29th, 2024. So I believe this one is good to go as well. Ooh, I was so happy that I was able to grab this because I felt for some reason that this was going to be the most popular fall offering. I knew it. This smells great. Yeah, I had a feeling. And I think the thing that's making this is Emily's Beach After Dark House Blend. That's just a great blend that you can basically mix it with anything, and I think it'll work. I like that there's the addition of Palo Santo. I feel like that makes it very unique. I mean, who would have thought to add like an earthy, woody fragrance? Or maybe it's the Palo Santo that's creamy. Oh, maybe that's it. But I mean, like initially, who would have thought to add Palo Santo with like a very gourmand fragrance? Oh, really like this. Yeah, overall, this is so good. I feel like this one's already strong, so maybe if I wait a little bit more, it'd be even stronger. And it's great because pumpkin pecan waffles for Bath and Body Works, it just went wrong this year. So if you have a craving for it and you want guaranteed good, Waffles After Dark is awesome. Here's everything that I ordered all in one picture, less the candy because I have that set aside. So I really love it how I have 4 Serenity bags, 4 limited edition clamshells, and then 4 samples. It's very symmetrical. I love it. Plus the sticker that Emily included. So if I had to choose my favorite out of each row, definitely this Waffles After Dark is something special. I really love the blend. It's mysterious yet gourmandy. Love the addition of like Palo Santo in here. It just takes it to an elevated gourmand level that I didn't know I needed. And then in my unexpected favorite from the middle row, More Dread. And I think it's just because I love Emily's Beach After Dark House Blend. And then my favorite sample would have to be this one because it has the juicy nectarine note and I do like pineapple. So overall, that is everything that I purchased. Thank you so much for watching. Okay, bye.